I am Sam Sliger. I'm an attorney here in North Georgia. I went to the Terry School of Business, graduated with a degree in economics, and went on from there to John Marshall. I represent people who have been arrested, and my job really comes down to defending people's rights. Your Fourth Amendment right to unreasonable searches and seizures is kind of where I kind of dig in. One thing that is very important whenever you have been arrested for DUI is whether or not you need to file an appeal for your driver's license. So you have 30 days to do something. From the day of arrest, you really need to contact an attorney immediately, because if you do nothing, then your license can be suspended for a whole year. For me to get an idea of how I'm going to be able to help you, I've got to know what happened in the case, right? What's the severity of the case? If there was an accident involved, because that's going to heighten everything. I need to know if there were kids involved, if you have a history of a DUI, if you've had prior arrests, whether or not there was a blood test involved, and whether or not anybody was injured. So those kind of 5 things really drive a case. Those are the facts that I need to know right out the gate to kind of understand the severity of what we're doing. Whatever evidence that there is that surrounds the case, I've got to collect that. And then once I get that, I can go over it with the client. We can look at it. We can watch the video. We can see where we're at. We can see the good parts of the case or the bad parts and come up with a defense. At every turn, we have decisions to make. But before we make those decisions, and that's kind of the real key or important part of having an attorney, is if you're doing it on your own, you don't necessarily know the negative of what the decision is that you're going to make. So I can at least say, all right, if we make this decision and decide to do this, these are the pros and cons. I try to stay kind of north of Atlanta, and I do go up to Union County and Towns County, basically an hour from where we're at here in Habersham, in every direction.